Hello and thanks for joining me here on the banks of the glorious River Loddon. Well, we're back here. This is where I've done my very first video actually. Yeah, it was a cold and windy day if you remember, with a grueler. So I thought I'd come back. We've got a week left of the river season. So I thought I'd come back up here and do something a little bit different. I thought I'd come up after my favourite species, the good old chub. So what I thought I'd do today is to do something different. And what I'd do is set a challenge. And what that would be is to catch 3 chub over £3, or catch 1 chub which has got to be over £5. And yeah, I think that's going to be a bit of fun. We haven't got a lot of time actually. It's just gone 2 o'clock, and I think what we'll do is we're fishing to darkness, and yeah, a little bit of fun, and hopefully it's a little bit of enjoyment to watch. Right, let's go and see if we can catch ourselves some chub. Sorry, I hear you say, what if I don't do the challenge? You want me to do a forfeit? Right, okay. So if I fail, you want me to do a forfeit? Right, forfeit would be, I'll tell you what, whatever cheese paste I've got left at the end of the session, I will consume. God, why have I just suggested that? Yeah, so, yeah, whatever cheese paste is left, I'll eat. Oh God, why have I gone and said that? Right, I think I've got to catch some fish. Let's go and catch some chub. I'll quickly show you the kit. Keep it brief because you've seen it all before. 12-foot quiver rod, 1 ounce tip, got a fighting drag reel, £6 main line, and what we're going to do is start off with a 1.5 gram cage feeder, which is free running. That's stopped off with 3 float stops there. We've got about a 15-inch hook length there, going down to a number 6, quite a big number 6 quarter wide gape hook. And we're going to use some floating crust to start with. So bait wise today, got some good old liquidized bread. It's going to mainly go into the cage feeder, and that's been liquidized. Got some coarse and some fine, so you get different breakdown times. A lot of the coarse stuff's going to sort of, when it breaks down and comes out the feeder, that's going to sort of stay around the feeder, and then some of the coarser stuff's going to actually float down. And I know a lot of people cut the crust off when they do their liquidized bread, but I quite like to leave the crust on because that actually floats, and then that floats off down the river. I'll lace it up a bit later with some oils, some flavours, and that'll be good for attracting the chub into the swim. So we've got the liquidized bread, good old bit of crusty bread, good old cheese paste, which I'm not going to eat, hopefully, and we've got some oil, which we're probably going to lace up that liquidized bread. As I said earlier, what I like to do is to boost my liquidized bread, and what I do is got some of this Sonobait's barbel and liquid enhancer. This is hemp and cheesy garlic, and what I like to do is give that a right old wallop load into my liquidized bread, give that a good old mix round. My bread will take that on, and hopefully that'll pull any chub up into your swim, up next to your hook bait. It's a great way of boosting your bait. Right, down on the hook end, what I'm going to do, nice bit of crust. What I like to do is to hook if you can see it, hook your big hook through the crust, turn that 90 degrees, just pull that back in and secure that. And what I've done, I don't know if you can see that, I've got a small weight there. It's probably about 2 or 3 inches away from the crust, and that's enough just to keep that pinned to the bottom of the riverbed. And what that's going to do is that bit of crust is going to actually just waft around just off the bottom of the gravel runs or near the weed bed on the river bed, and that's just going to go like that, fluttering around. Hopefully Chub's going to take interest out of that. And then like I say, cage feeder, we've got all that lovely scent of all that bread in there. You can imagine all that coming out and that going downstream, and that's floating away there, and then you've got all this going over and making that really appetizing for a chub. Right, so here we go, that's the rig. That's how we're going to fish first, and hopefully we can nail ourselves a few chub. I'm looking at the river, and it is up, and it is carrying a bit of colour. It's quite cold. I'm a little bit worried actually for this challenge. So, oh God, I hope I ain't going to eat that cheese paste. Oh dear. Yeah, yeah, a little bit worried. So anyway, talking to you, I'm not going to catch fish. I need to get going and bang some chub out. Yes, that's our first one. That's definitely over £3. One down, two to go. Yes, right, let's get this unhooking, Matt, and I'll show you in a bit more detail. There we go. Well, one's definitely over £3. This little River Loddon chub, and to be honest, I was getting loads of plucks when I was on the feeder. I reckon it was hitting the feeder, to be honest, and I was striking, I wasn't getting nothing. So I've actually gone over now to the link ledger and just using cheese paste, and yeah, missed it the second time, and then I've just hit into this one. So yeah, there's a nice little Loddon chub, number one down. Right, two to go, or we have to go for that biggie. Excellent. Right, let's get you back to your watery home. Right, here we go. Nice little swim here actually. This is one of my banker swims actually. Usually grab one out of here. So right, what you got to do is make sure you're quiet. Don't just coming in your swim, just chuck all your gear in there and expect chub to be staying around, because they're not going to have that. So you do need a little bit of stealth, or make sure you've got no airplanes flying over. Right, I'm going to get into this swim, and I'll just show you what I look for in a swim, and hopefully we can bag number two out of here, and I don't have to eat that cheese paste. Right, let's get into this swim. Right, I'll just go through. So you got a bit of, we've got some current coming off of here, with a slack area just coming off of here, and running down here. I'm going to stick some small bits of cheese paste up into here, let them go down in the current, and they should be sort of landing around here, and hopefully we can pull a chub out from around here. Like I say, it's a cracking swim. It usually produces, and hopefully it won't let me down today. Alright, let's get the kit ready, see if we can pull one out of here. Right, I think I've said to you before with the pre-bait, you're very careful not to overfeed your swim. I don't know if you can see that. And that's the size of the bits of cheese paste I'm putting in, because chub aren't going to feed on a lot of bait, and you don't want to fill them up before they get to your bait. So, you know, I introduced about 3 to 5 small pea-size pieces of cheese paste in, and that'll be about it then. And what I will do is my hook bait that goes in is quite bigger than the pea-size bit, which hopefully entices them to have that with their greedy nature. Right, so what I like to do is to go and pre-bait a few swims up prior to me fishing them. I think I've probably told you before. So that swim I'm going to leave for a couple of minutes, and I'm going to go and pre-bait another 3 swims up, because it's starting to fade a little bit actually, and you want to be sort of crawling around in the dark trying to feed some swims up. So I'm going to come downstream now and put some bait into a couple of likely looking swims that might hold some chub. Right, that's 3 swims pre-baited, losing light now, and probably give us 2 hours into dark to crack this challenge, so I don't have to eat that cheese paste. So yeah, I'm quite confident, because these are probably the 3 best swims on this stretch, and feeling pretty confident of maybe getting a 5-pluser. Right, time to panic. It's 10 to 6. We've had 1 chub out of that second swim, and I've failed to find any others. Not even had a twitch. So I fished probably about another 3 swims. I've got probably about another 2 swims left, and I might have to go back up to some of the other swims that I've fished. I'm probably going to give it another hour and a half, and hopefully I can catch a couple of other chub, or I can catch one of those 5s, which has saved me eating that dreaded cheese paste. So come on, bring them chub on, please. Well, it's 6:45, and I've managed to grab myself a chub, and I'm sure this is a good chub. I haven't weighed it yet. I don't know. I'm sure it's going to go 5. Look at that baby. Absolutely pristine, and I'm well made up. No matter what, if it doesn't go 5, I'm happy. What a scrap that done. Gave me a lot of scrap. Took me into some bushes, a raft of reeds, and well deserved chub there. Right, let's weigh this baby. Don't forget, we needs to be over 5 pounds to achieve my challenge today. It's been a bit of a growler actually with the conditions, and I'm hoping this is gone and done it. So for the moment of truth, £5 8 ounces. Smashed it, yes. I ain't gonna eat that cheese paste. Oh dear. Right, £5 8 ounces, brilliant. What a nice chub. Right, let me show you. That's again. There she is. Look at that. That is a cracker. £5 8 ounces of hard fighting river Loddon chub caught on linked ledger cheese paste, and finicky bite really. Not one of those pulled the tip right round. Yeah, it was just a finicky bite. So yeah, well, we're well happy with that. I think I deserve that. So I've got enough left in my flask for one more cup of tea, and I think I'm going to have a couple more casts, and then that would then see it 100% the challenge. Right, I might get a few stills of this one. Excellent. Right, let's get her back, rest her, and then I'm going to take some stills. Hey, happy days! Well, like most anglers, I had to try one more swim before I went home tonight. So I tried that second swim that I fished, link ledgered, cheese paste, close to an overhanging bush, and I've been rewarded with this lovely 4 pound 1 ounce chub for my efforts. So that's it. Smashed our challenge. The chub challenge is smashed. So you could say that was 3 chub over 3 pound, or you could say, well, I had that 1 chub which was over 5 pound. So 3 nice chub in total for an evening's work. So yeah, we're really happy with that. So going home with a good smile on my face. Right, so it's a week left of the river season. Be sad to see the end of that. I've got some new projects coming up, so if it's your first time for watching my video, hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe. Got some new projects coming up in what I call the old close season. Got some tench fishing and bits and pieces, so keep an eye out on that. And right, let's get this one back, and thanks for viewing, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Whoa, before you go, I need to have a word with a few of you. I get the feeling that some of you weren't happy that I smashed this challenge, and I get this feeling that some of you rotten devils wanted me to fail, because you wanted to see me eat that old cheese paste, didn't you? That dirty old manky cheese paste. As if I was going to do that. Well, if I didn't break the challenge, then I probably would have had to have done. I'm not being funny, I hate disappointing people. So, here goes. I ain't kidding. Do you think I'm that stupid? Well, bon appetit. Oh, God. That was disgusting. Why am I doing this? Oh, it's got grit in it. Disgusting. To be honest, I think I could do with a bit of chutney and maybe some biscuits. So, I hope I haven't disappointed you now. I think I've got Chinese when I get home. I think I might text the missus and tell her not to bother. I've already eaten. See you soon.